Welcome, everyone. My name is Jeff Cardwell. I am your Greater Kansas Chapter Chair for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and wanted to welcome everyone to our Wichita Out of the Darkness community experience. And it's going to be a little different this year. If you've joined us in the past, first of all, thank you for adapting to this change with the pandemic. And if you're new with us this year, I hope that you find this time healing, and hope that you join us again next year, and hopefully we'll be live and in person next year. But thank you again for being here, and thank you to Sean McNown for our opening song. We really appreciate Sean. He's been a part of our efforts and reaching folks for many years, and we thank him for joining with us as well. So wanted to start off with, first of all, thanking our sponsors. We have one of our sponsors that I'd love to share with you. They actually sent us a quick video on why this is cause is important to them. Our sponsor is KVC Hospitals, Children's Psychiatric Treatment, and wanted to share a brief video with you that they shared with us about why this cause is important to them.
Hi, I'm Karen. I work for KVC Hospitals Wichita. Our team is really proud to sponsor the Out of the Darkness Walk because at KVC Hospitals, we help thousands of children struggling with depression, anxiety, trauma, and suicidal thoughts. We are very passionate about letting people know it's okay to ask for help and removing the stigma associated with mental health.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that. And one of the things that we definitely want to share with you folks is that we've got so many opportunities for sponsorships going forward. So if you know someone there locally in Wichita that would love to be one of our sponsors, touch base with them, touch base with us, and let us know, because we want to continue to grow this effort out in your area. That being said, I do want to bring in and introduce to you Barb Merez. Barb Merez is actually our area director for AFSP, and she's joining us. Hi, Barb. How are you doing?
Hi, Jeff. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for putting this all together. We appreciate you.
You bet.
I call Jeff. I joke around and I call Jeff our production manager. So he's been getting pretty talented at doing this. So thank you, Jeff. And I also want to thank all of you for being here today. It saddens me that we are not able to get, meet in person like we have done in the past years. But I'm also so grateful that this is the next best thing, is being able to reach out to you virtually. So I want to thank you for attending, and I look forward to seeing all you guys next year. So thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Barb. It's great to have you with us. I know you're super busy all the time with everything with with national and stuff, but we thank you for taking time today to come and join us, and I appreciate your support. For those of you who don't know, Barb Merez was our Greater Kansas chapter chair for many, many, many years. And now she's the area director, and I have the task of trying to fill her shoes. So it's tough, but with the support of the other board members that we have, they certainly make the job much easier for me. So thank you again, Barb, for all your work, and I hope it do you proud.
Well, you do, and you have. So thank you, and all the board members and everybody in the Wichita area. I'm looking forward to working with all of you.
All right. Thank you, Barb. All right, folks. So first of all, I want to start off by sharing with you the all-important way that you can actually donate to AFSP. And what you would do is you would go to afsp.org/Wichita. And when you bring up the page, you can kind of see it there on the screen. There'll be a page there where you can actually click on the donate button on the right-hand side, just below where it says Wichita Experience, and make a donation. And I'll be sharing more with you about that as we go along. But, again, thank you all for being here. This is so important, especially during this time, for us to be able to have this opportunity to speak to you folks and have this experience together. There's obviously, with the pandemic, unfortunately, we can't get together. We want to make sure that everyone stays safe and stays well. But hopefully next year we'll be able to get together in person and really, take this thing to the next level. So with that, we definitely wanted to share with you, and many of you are aware of this and how we do this, is when we get together, we wear beads to commemorate why this cause is important to us. And I wanted to share these with you just so that you know. So for next year, if you're new, you'll know what to expect. So the colors actually represent the loss of someone that we knew, or a family member, or if you struggle personally, these allow us to kind of, gives you connection with folks when we meet in person, as far as, for example, white is loss of a child, and that would be me. I would wear white because we lost our 27-year-old son, David, to suicide just over 8 years ago. So we would wear white. Loss of a spouse or a partner would be red. The loss would be orange. Loss of a relative or a friend would be purple. Loss of a first responder or military would be silver. A personal struggle or attempt would be green. Or if you support someone who struggles or who has attempted, that would be teal. And if you support the cause, which all of us do, of course, is blue. And so these really kind of give us a way to connect with one another when we're actually at the walk. So when you see us next year, don't forget to get your beads, and let's stand up for this, and let's together we can help remove the stigma that's attached to mental health. So So speaking of next year, one of the things I wanted to bring up with you is that we have so many volunteer opportunities available with our organization. Okay. So one of the things that we're going to be attempting to do this year is really build our volunteer base. And so areas that we need help is with our Out of the Darkness walks, of course. We also have campus walks. We do tabling events as well, where we share resources and stuff. Education services is a great area. Advocacy opportunities. I'll share another slide with you on the advocacy part, because that's a great way for us to be able to have our voice heard, not only on a local and state level, but on a federal level with our legislators in Washington, D.C. So I'll share a slide with you about that in just a moment. And then, of course, we have many support services that are available, and so much more. Everything from, helping to set up for an event, to helping tear down to an event, to potentially becoming a board member at some point. Okay. So we're all volunteers, and we just want to share this with you. And if you're in the Wichita area and you are interested in potentially chairing our walk next year in the Wichita area, please email us. Let us know. And for any of these areas that you're interested in, email us at volunteer@afspkc.com and let us know what your hopes are, or what you'd like to be able to help get involved in. And again, we're going to be looking for a chairperson for the Wichita area. So if that speaks to you, please email us and let us know. So definitely wanted to share that with you. Then I mentioned the advocacy piece. Okay. Now, what this is in order to become a field advocate, all you have to do is go to afsp.org/advocacy. And there's a page there that you just kind of scroll through. It'll kind of tell you what's involved with it, but also it'll give you a chance to register. And once you register, what National will do is, if there's information that's coming to the floor up in DC that relates to mental health, suicide prevention, any of those types of things, they will actually email you and let you know that there's a piece of legislation that we want to support. And all you have to do is, through a couple of clicks of the button, you can actually send an email to your representatives and your senators that are up there representing you. And like I said, just through a couple of clicks of a button, you can actually let them know that you support that legislation, and please support it. So definitely signed up as a field advocate. This is an important part of what we do. A lot of you may have heard recently that we've got that 988 suicide prevention lifeline number that's going to be active, I believe, somewhere around July 2022. That was actually a piece of legislation that we as a foundation were supporting 2, 3, 4 years ago. And it's finally coming to fruition. And a lot of that is from the efforts of our field advocates. So it gives you a chance to kind of get involved in that aspect. So definitely sign up to be a field advocate. And then again, if you're interested in potentially co-chairing or being the chair of our Wichita experience for next year, please reach out to us and let us know. Okay. And right now I wanted to share another song with you from Sean McNown, Fire and Rain.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. 'Cause I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen the sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just gotta see me through another day. 'Cause my body's aching and my time is at hand. And I won't make it any other way. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen the sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. I've been walking my mind to an easy time, back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Where there's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines in pieces on the ground. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen the sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again now. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around me now. Thought I'd see you, fire and rain now. La da da, la da da.
Wow, thank you again, Sean. Just incredibly talented. So we appreciate Sean McNown, being a part of what we're about and what we're trying to accomplish by just saving lives and bringing hope to those who've been affected by suicide. So thank you again, Sean. What I want to share with you now is we have a few photos that were sent to us from you folks that have lost someone. So we have a memorial video put together, and I wanted to share that with you folks now. This is why we do what we do. We do it to give our loved ones that we've lost a voice. We do it to help remove the stigma and try to, provide an opportunity for people to understand that our mental health is just as important as our physical health. And for me, my boy's picture was in there as well. It's all about trying to give my son a voice and to reach out to folks and let his story be heard. Let our journey be transparent. because we're not in this alone. We lose too many people to suicide each and every day. And it's one of those things that we need to come together as a community and share that love with one another and let people know that it's okay to reach out and get help. And the opportunities like this help us take another brick off that wall of stigma, okay, and make that happen. All right. So keep joining us. Again, I want to share this with you. If there's an opportunity that you can actually, make a donation to our cause, we just do so much great work. Our foundation is a national nonprofit. And we actually are the largest private contributor to mental health research in the country right now, which we're very proud of. And you folks make that happen. Okay. And research is so important because it gives us the tools that we need to be able to create educational programs as well. Okay. So that's the other area that we fund funds to, is through, creating educational programs, etc., like Talk Saves Lives. That you'll see advertised on our Facebook page. So join us for one of those that's coming up. I think our next one is on November 15th, I believe. But also again, the advocacy piece. We don't just, receive emails. We actually send people to state capitals as well as to Washington, D.C. to lobby for mental health legislation. Our organization takes about 250 plus folks every year. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it this year because of the pandemic, but we take upwards of 250 plus folks to Washington, D.C. Every year to go lobby for mental health legislation. Okay. And we've made a lot of progress. Like I mentioned, the 988, number that's coming soon. So many other areas. We've been able to shake that tree, so to speak, and get more money, more funding for our veterans and for other community programs nationwide. So we continue to fight for that, and we will continue to let our legislators know how they can support this cause as well. And it's really been a completely bipartisan effort anytime we've been up there to support legislation. So it's one of those areas that all of us in the U.S. really recognize as important. So, and then of course, providing support for those who've been impacted by suicide loss. So the AFSP is an incredible organization, and we thank you all for your support. So if you can make a donation, again, go to afsp.org/Wichita, click on that donate button and make a donation today. The other thing I wanted to share with you on the banner is currently our National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number. Again, it's going to change in a couple of years, about a year and a half. But right now, it's still an 800 number. So if you want to jot this number down, I'll tell you why in just a moment. But make note of this number. Actually, get your cell phones out and actually save these numbers in your contacts. Okay. And I share that with everybody all the time about saving these numbers, because when you think about it, the odds of us trying to remember this number in the middle of a crisis or in the middle of a challenge is going to be can be difficult. Okay. So actually save these numbers in your contacts, The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number is 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. And then also there's a text line that you can text TALK to at 741-741. Again, text TALK to 741-741. And again, save these numbers in your phone so that you have them available to you. I'm going to leave that running on the bottom of the screen just so that you can have time to get that number. The next thing I wanted to share with you is some national resources that are available. So I'm going to bring this up on the screen. And obviously, number one, it's okay to ask for help, right? Our mental health is just as important as our physical health. And so here's a page of resources. We will actually be sharing this resource page, and I believe we've done it once before, but we'll do it again just so that it's current. We'll share this on the Facebook page, okay? But you got your National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. You got the Crisis Text Line, the Trevor Project, which does some amazing work. We got RAIN, which is the National Sexual Assault Hotline. TWLOHA, which connects to mental health resources in your community. Okay, it's kind of a contacts website where you can actually go in and and find local places where you can reach out and get some help. National Eating Disorders Association, that's there. One of my favorite programs that we have is called Seize the Awkward. And so if you go to seizetheawkward.org, it's an incredible website that's been put together in a joint effort by AFSP, the JED Foundation, and the Ad Council. And it's an incredible program that's geared towards our teens and young adults. And, it's one of those, it's a program that really kind of helps you understand how to cross that barrier and seize that awkward moment to have a conversation with someone that you're concerned about. It's an incredible website, so definitely encourage you to check that out. Then, of course, the My3 app as well. So great resources. Again, we'll share this on the Facebook page so that you have each of those. And then once again, I want to first of all, thank you all for being here. I want to bring Barb back in for a moment as well. Barb, again, thank you for joining us. It's such a different environment, doing this virtually. But we definitely wanted to take advantage of this opportunity, obviously, to reach out to the folks out in Wichita and let them know that we're here, that we support them, and to stay connected in a way. So I wanted to bring you back in, see if you have any other thoughts that you wanted to share. Or
Well, I just wanted to reach out. Just final words is that I have built so many friendships from going to Wichita and doing their walks. And I really miss all of you. I miss seeing your faces. I miss being there. And I look forward to let's pray. Next year we can do an in-person walk because it's so important. It's very powerful. It's a day of healing. And so it really saddens me that we're unable to do that this year, but we'll be back next year and we need your help. And I look forward to seeing you, and please reach out to us. We're here for you, Jeff or I. If you have questions, if you want to get involved, like Jeff said, we're here. We need you.
Mhm.
And so we can't do this alone. And so I just appreciate all of you. Thank you for joining us. Jeff, thank you for your presentation. You're amazing. You're a big asset to our chapter. And so I'm grateful for you and all of our board members. And so please join us. Join us. We need you. We need you.
And I'll jump on that with you there, Barb, as well. As we definitely do. We need you folks, and the more people that we can get involved in the Wichita area, we can link arms. The stronger we get, and the more people we can reach and touch and change lives. Okay, and it's all about the mission statement for AFSP is to save lives and bring hope to those who've been affected by suicide. And that just brings us together. And we're a community first and foremost, and we're here to support one another and to reach out. And we really want you folks to jump in with us. Again, if you're interested in volunteering, I'll bring this back up. I think our beloved Carolyn Allen is the one who's making the comments on the Facebook page right now. So thank you, Carolyn. And I wanted to bring up one of them that she commented on is when I was talking about volunteers. If you're interested in volunteering, shoot us an email at volunteer@afspkc.com and let us know. We want to help build the resources out there in Wichita and really, touch lives, give people hope, right? So thank you again all for joining us. We hope and pray next year we'll be able to meet in person.
I look forward to it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And, but thank you all again for joining us. This live feed is actually going to be posted on the Facebook page. So if you want to share this with your friends and family across the country, you can tag folks on it, share it, and let them see what you're a part of. Again, if you need anything from us, please reach out to us, shoot us a message on Facebook. through the Facebook page there at Sedgwick, and let us know you have a question, or you need to get a hold of somebody or whatever. But more importantly, even beyond that, is that we really want to get some volunteers out there, and let's help spread the love out there in your area. So thank you all for joining us. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We love you. Yes, we love you. And we will see you folks soon. Stay in tune with the Facebook page, because we'll be posting things on there throughout the year. But hopefully we'll see you all again in person next year. Love you all.
Love you. Stay safe.
Yes, stay safe.